the man from the early 90s and expect to say, Ubet say Ubeda, Ubagano pa unya baby nda. You live with friends. I heard the kind of yamiyano, Oba Ghana, Oba about 3-4 times here. On the camp on it. It's all success on the Okunia properties, no pono. Nabako, no way, dear. No way, dear. Busa one cassa who say, who no quiet properties, Uba, Udabakum, Ukoya, yes, yeah, more access.
So I'm sorry, quick one, because me draw attention to your sister number, right? So I patrol to continue. Sorry, right, Miss.
Yes, and I make her okay, maybe yes, see and I make her say this property thing. Oh no, qua bear 4-5 and you can for one or two. Were these properties acquired 15 years ago? According to Papa Shino, baby omuto asasi omuto way. These properties almost started on my cracker. Na Calvin no. So that tells you how long these properties have been acquired from. And she's supposed to sit down, fold her hands, because Ghana for Becca say, oh, you need before. Say, ya woo, now only Bema acquire properties. Now, also be Jama Nakwa. And wow, there's something called choice and free will. There's nowhere she should sit down and allow this to go on. Into Odo Broni for ya. Munja in Tura Mucha. And need no man move fabricate. Why? Now we are all not gullible. Because you made the best here. Thank you.
That's na send a request no bit my join here na I session na no plan for class
but actually yeah I say my sister can be somebody can start to us. You see me one thing I find out is say we are saying you were rational human being and you irrational human being. That irrational human being for operator for including operator na they can't reach to understand. Almost mean can't say my logical. They can't even read between in the lines. Almost mean like I'm not dreaming meaning how they think. And cause them a bit now as they say, marriage is not about property. If marriage is not about property, and can by the same of lawyers say, all kinds of mama say what say the padeno. Only 50-50, the father on one brain with his sweat and blood, only 50-50. Now, on also, you know how we made us in the secretary, once there, on no soon, we could be made, be born, one brother, 1 year to mother, one sign you to bow down and say you to equity wealth with a man, no, when you be that. Not on honor to me at the guts, the effrontery. I say, Annie. Yema menen into 50-50. Ono crown puno. So what ono crown puno. Bibi to say a prega la de batte hono. Ono crania enya ano efe ma menen into 50-50 na. Ono kanchi yes na say ya worry ono. I will him perfectly well. Say I am sure. Ono akasa de go bi le kre mu ni na adwemu no. Ono wen be feeling no correct. It's na asam na sa kwa no be try na. Are you okay? If marriage is not my property, or trigger the trust that because I'm not lawyer for what reason? For what basis? The more can say my UT. Anything I'm saying, irrational human being, and rational human being. So, be junior, be cast similar as logical, or so who's a cynical or irrational. Until they should go and read about irrational human beings, how they act, how they think, and how they do their things. Nonsense. And the same, and I am not trust. Sabem pan okay rational human being because onion no automatic ukasa on tia say no kasa mo within so on tia say na be church na go back and no ko no on kasa bem pan me man assignment on ko with the rational human being how they do their things on ko with it on you people should go and read or pray for na see for you na and cross for common you na they should go and read about rational human beings or maybe say exactly or man kasa and describe your or Montasa, you also don't want to let the stronger pet to what be so nice. That is how irrational and describe your into my end, any own cast and with tea and breath and say energy because the yes, no, joy rational beyond him say our real, I our real, and yet it doesn't and busy on domestic and seminar because sense and among one coming go maybe there be. And yes, I say, oh, are you be? na say who file divorce na say judge enti me amfa stamp enti so enti me amfa na ade am so enti me am am certificate a ayi say mo divorce ya enye lingari ye 1,000 years for am do worry 1,000 years crap na mo da so worry so say you dissolve any be and you stand here and they know all this obunim na opeka man ka say wo na ya akora na man ka say no say o ya akora ko fi ho no e ko so papa no wonim so papa na you no worry and all friend mama all friend mama say wa mama obi what na friend mama that day o ya wo down e dey there is no way for next one who am no who go to the person na say nim eyeball to eyeball you can't because one person with guilty conscience na e bow for guilty conscience na e will say because one person na who you take ya away say mo am na person na vote na we are saying no be do made with people na papa no papa no it means that be any news yet say but the fact say we limit to na feel na we no ma am na rock shoulders not just one person we are collapsing we was na for that we are collapsing we papa na we boni it no say nature cramp and share wo car o mano o be chaka ya me come say o be chaka ma na ma yin atwa ho ka ade no dey ma me no it no function team na yin down was mo wo no dey do so recording no so fam da the recording no e ye kum no obi se obi kokum obi kura wo ma e mfa ye ho and I hope say any sound so next year so once I am one ko yin be bianka say me kum ni na ja kwa dey eno ye mfa ye ho and that stay certificate no you no corner court na jatum that is what we are waiting for now that is what we are waiting for and no yen twen ho and to say you rush na for the we should allow them say we are say the yakoko otuntu bu ko for the boni na so it's don't know na for they should live their life almost kind of so much bia na dan you wa o tell me that to say dan you wa only here we go say dan you wa dan we are waiting for the D-Day to do wa and the be who baby o aka na ho no pray ga no mo to be fa it's in the meeting na fa
Me pabucho metimi kakra.
Okay, kasa.
From Sefo.
Ai
But you invite
mapamsefo.
me invite I don't know.
Me wi ane mesi no wafo bi. Apamsefo magi wonwuma nyina yakwa. That time I sha ase na go se kamagi ka be si adafo bone. But afia nya nkunima ba ye na yesi almost 99% ya. Ya fia nto afa bi efra no. Na ba be kwa me se boba do ho. Wonim na egu asena magi nya bia fido ya judge. Na nka so be kokwa koma high court ye na nkasa no. Supreme Court na karba kotare. We have fun tell my boss anyo na ma wo no. Yo da de aka nyina ne say. Ye minima de kura Ghana fo bi se be nya do bi mo mo pe. Wonim no kura pa na wo ka se bode. Papa a wo twatwa fo me saba wo su bi o. Me me kan ko fu ni nua maka bi da de. But asema wo twa wo nim pefe se. So no bi ko ware wo court o se bi nua ma no ka se ya bro for re ne ya fa bi no. Obi timi jara yere ho me me ofo ja yere mo se 32 years ba bro chira. O mane no ne bibia ware na gu ana enwi. Na se Lumba abotna Ghana nya ma me ne kotna Ghana o eja papa ro ha o papa ro rather left the woman na kokoto ni nkohwegu ba bi ope na obutu so afọ no akoda dwene hu side bi me yesi wo ba no no asa beto nwom edi se wa ayodo ana ye wera fi eti mu amoti worum na mu ye tobe mu ye do mu so akola no papa no wa anware no ni French o si ni wo do ni de me ana dede na mu ye nyina echi first time mu ye de kura no ye nya ni pe be support o ma nya na ni mu ye de ana fufuo na small bank of work kan so no mu me fa sika nto ho na ya sika sra do so sika da hoyi ababa we page sika de kokofa ko for paso medi maami atem ye je nka kra da ko support maami na obi asu se o ye group bi beboa ne nya sika ka de ato no ma yes ai wo betwe man so be ye business ni nyina aka ho bi ni nyina ka adwuma no nka akwa ketoti wo kan che lawyer say me fare ka viat se wan akwa se ka viat akwa say mo fa me nka japade ho ajapade a wo nsa nka wona nka wa ye adwuma da waji pay slip da and na me ameka say abusua for me so dey say be do 3 o'clock and me ye adwuma ho ma che na mbedu ha mu ye nyam da say me tie bie and na me se me fra ba so ma stop adwuma me ne mo ka say and no ma kwan say wo ensio se du a won ye adwuma na okay magi oso odio ba na me ka so be ka die na asem so what ma ko free ma na ko join the other camp the anka so be ka die na asem ene ye twen eno ne ye twen wa ça va vous allez bien ça va qui good Oui, ça va, vous allez bien, c'est bon? Ça va, merci.
Madam, me too, no why.
Yeah. Okay, French be or make
Yeah, no,
Pacho,
make sense.
mo fan cha me there bi no bi frɛ me. Nti no,
Okay.
me di ma no sia bo obi aba bie no. Magi no why late? Adamfo nti ma mentini ka so on fa adamfo. Na ade na mo ye Mr. Papa na church wa ase no. Woni mpefe se de by the e question no kre. Say ma me say we certificate here and the woman will never go to that extent. So what anybody get it? What you about be fight it. And I say wonu ya ba ro ba pa say wa. E ka wo papa church ri nim de ni te say wo. Wisdom ni papa penny what to church ka we Bible so do ba udu anachi what say me mami ko do ba bi onyi ba bi na he mami papa efiri mu papa kasi akola yusu na ka wo de ka wo bu ade mpo ama me nsunu mu tie no ka fa bu ba kompo fako mama ba yusu na ka ga fa ka so ya ade akola woni brade gana fo bi so me enka ho asem me say de wo pa bi am famra yeah I'm found master you know my certificate e ma na nyira e ma ni nye enwane de atia na tie tiri po yam famra ye twa mo obi be ka bi o de peri pa be we fida yiri pa fida aka da kure da ho be pa ncho obi me ka bi ha
DS Slim.
DS.
Yes, Basu.
DS. Okay, so DS near ready. Aboaje wa.
Pacho, good morning.
Good morning, Abojo.
Yeah. With them Pacho, na metebas na mo sister ne ba so a na aga asemono. Na enra na me wo line no so, na me wo baby na aga wo no. Na ewia. Pacho, Pacho mutie me. Na ewia. Pacho na ewia. Ena aga beka saa asem no nti eme nwanwa se enwumre a na gift ni gigi ska no sister na ebeje asem na ma wo mo because ewia no na me ye adwuma na me yi hyehyɛ masum na baby abeko because enro brekwesi wa amanti no na eje ye nyina ye na baby nti baby na me copy so na aga wo ho na aga started se wo yes announcement we omo musika no omo gigi na nwumre nti sister na ba so na me buofu pa because na mete ba asim nti na me husiri mesi aka me ye ya ma amfa me because enye wo ne wo mo nti sister mpa cho se wo gina fom na wutia me pa cho oka na wia wanka na nwumre oka na wia musika no enwumre na mo gigi na nwumre ti yesre wa enye mo a na se na osika no so no wanka se wanka se so bi te platform so wo se wa wo de ma me ni din be gigi ska no what kind of Gloria? Na Gloria. You saw na yeah. Bemsa Gloria was will be.
Yeah. You know, Gloria wanna make kind of first. But later na make kind of cool also. But wanna make kind of first, yeah.
Wanna kind of first Gloria ho ampa na me woso. Yeah, na me nkai ni pa fe na makai.
Mami Musa Sembako. We question bi a mama onjema no nsi boni o. But
oh there.
Adenti na me maame ne mama Akosua Serwaa na me de din gigiska mom pese mo be me de din gigiska akoya de am pese mo be pre.
Oh, me pacho no dear. Me
My Abajo, mommy answer question.
question with the mommy first lady mo.
The pacho mommy answer question na ebia eno so na the point they say you kwasi the minimum say ye papa she e ko jen mama anim ye mama anemu e donate e ma the same people no. So what I say it me can say so what we use mama ni din it papa she akoya wi ti wan bi na so ko use mama ni din ejijiska ti me there me watch bi so bi so ko use mama ni din ko ye bibia eno hame. So what I say
Sorry. Almost this can I
me amofa me pacho ti me am kase wa we be use mama ni din say o jijiska adonate am the flood victim for now we ya mo ya konfo.
Yeah.
So what I say eti ye papa she akoye bibia fe in the name of your mama So why be and no be discuss or say koye be. Me mo team meeting. So your akronfo team. So your comfortable more team. So you want me mo be a team din.
Yeah.
Eti edentina wutimi jima ho. Na mutimi de me number e ma manfo FFM me. Kwasi me mbo be a team. And who ni panos so firm no. We say me say mo team. Na me say me patch me mbo team. Then you started talking like anyhow. We are outside about platform we so the cancel more. This time there, yeah ready mama pa. Say mono. Yeah gent mama mompe. Yeah din mama mompe. Yeah no mo be ko ni jimi say dem pen na.
Acho mame, me wa ha. Mame ka kitu I'm so the so. If I'm
Me patch your
talking
first lady, Michelle. My can't say Michelle. It's one a bit 3 minutes. Hey, first lady. They make best me can say, yes, see, you man a wesker. No me accountability. Me here no hasi. So baby, you tell no hasi. And she say, I got why you ready? Wait my mouse at tabana. Ya twaso.
My busano why so on reply me but on say the canine didn't come that
But
but also
one casano. Now you have something to say about that. Until wait my flow. Me patch.
well right now I'm busy until the later. Oh, no.
Abuajewa.
Ɛneɛ wei dɛ mepaakyɛw mewɔ adwuma mu nti ɛno ara na mebɛka ayɛ nti wei deɛ aga wanka no anwummerɛ no a na ɔmɔgyegye wɔ mu sika no ɔkaa no awia nti mpaakyɛw no nti na mebaeɛ nti sister mpaakyɛw wɔ so a na ɛnyɛ wɔ ne mo kɔsɛ anwummerɛ no mehu sɛ mɔmɔgyegye mu sika no mo anyegye na awia no a wɔkaeɛ no ɔkae ansa na anwummerɛ mo bɛgyegye mu sika no ɛti sɛ ɔkae ansa na mobɛgyegye mu sika na mobɛgyegye deɛ a na that means munim say enya maame ni din na mo de bejeje eti na mo bejeje ye no eti nya munti na okan na wia ti me pa acho first lady me chia wo ayi le awusu ya akuma na ekase ti na me chia obi a ma bye
Bye-bye, Abojua.
I'm not sure if it will be a mere yes. When Papa no de aga number ye my wanya de aga one na yire ne maneti nti ukọ akọfre ni fie saa na de bitu akọfa problem abi no ye wale for ti mesra mo
No one yes, lady.
aya ne minim ni pa yes ni pa no so yes ano me hu na metwi nenim obi a wawale de me mpese bibi boni bia betu ni fie mesra mo aga
First lady, no. Patamaka, first lady, Patamaka.
Lady, I didn't have to say, maybe I sing in a musaga.
First lady, Patamaka.
I can so, yeah, was one in a man and new fee. Upe so we are dear, what dear Shehomaga.
Say, you know, baby, about the time you had a mop, it was 10, was there about the plan.
Lady, when you
Median say,
I'll farm over. From Pachoka.
Median say,
Pacho, there be your farm of fair.
You read you, my main seconds, let me win. Oh,
okay, any of them meeting.
Sika Gagiano, Satamona, sister, you can say. Yen Kosuma Meno, just by the Cosima Meno, not only the team legal wife for dear, or Mon Kahun. Statements I will make you, and sister was Jessica, yes, and on Jessica in the name of team legal wife. Ma on Jessica in the name of my Meno. Because the Jews say, Ma Miakoye Fufu. And sister Papa ne Bible Sua, on Su Mameno, Ma on Su or Nini Tumuno. That means when you mammy left with him. And one casa era no mutim legal wife. And it's a mokoye donation, ama omwa ensu afa omwa. Fabra say in the name Samini mitim legal wife for ye koye donation. Not your wakuma pano, on chia since at the piano. Mother mammy never bet was say, Moody Jessica man, Mary me red room that's Yimmy Fish.
Okay, Dora. Yes,
Dentina. Yedi fufu ba ya na maso ya jina kin ana mo kun. Sebe. Masa wa onye nadumo. Ana me ade wi kra mo yi kra me hu fa so bia wo so say omo ensu afọ omo no masa wa ekodo ni jam. Ono no ye de ba no so no. Like, what is the contest? Like, contest near say, say, you could donate you.
And the free will of
Master wa
my
flag
many
in
problem.
Bonishi.
And on the
You could
shade,
donate more
send them
money
to
than
see
about
for
like,
more demand.
Of
like,
our also per contest. And na make I
oh
am.
dear. They say the best organ will be. I just a mass why I could donate.
Master wa flag in Bonishi.
Oh, you're not one.
That's why not do.
That's say mama me see a brand that mumpe.
So what making me do? And then me go for
Eh, of
making me
abufa.
do.
Ya brand
Why
mama me
not
that
do?
Yeah, I'm a brand. Into brand, no, no, say, I mean, and when you
Into my secret, more than more into my. Any abre ya hwade ya was a flood for na mama. E de ba asem so ni. Masa. Me ya catch them say. Obi am di sika bia o platform so biem. De mo gege ye no akontabu bia ntimi mu am gege koto drone mu anwa nyina mu akonta o. Ba mo nso mo accuse nkrofo so mo di sika mo mebu akonta. Ne nyina ya ye din ye hwe mo din. Mo ma di sika. Ke pa mo cho. Mo ma di sika bia biem. Ya ka se mu isa se mo ma manfo ho nto na ye nhwe ye nim. Say nyina ye kon for justice and amoka na mo ma ye focus on justice. Mo nya flood asem. Someone say ye ton fufu enye. And ye donation my flood for yina na justice na ba. So me fight for the justice. Someone say the justice. Me fight it. Any other business be including say ye donation amount more in either form. Ye nya nadum for aban ebe wo. Sebe. Yo, say we be individually, so who is kebiad back mobile, that is fine. But say your baby discuss here the come on so you more a form de me. I don't see any ABA woman say no. Ebema a judge for them your mobile and I said means number two, I can see me person me buta say, sir, Mr. You know, Bempan order. Because they be at every point in time, I remember media should be on our platform to another. And no, other obi to and our man one now.
Wajepa.
The contracts are
Very serious. Either so at the power, and I saw her, and I saw Rahel, and maybe I would order.
Because you have cried is the same man because it's a baby a yedrun, coma yedi, yana for argument.
And you won't now. Now, when you say we are say, or more, hey, say, Obia, or ye illiterate on home. So, person or advice and easily because when you say unimadi, unim, enti. Obepe mu like obetimi aye aba for mama no aye no obi oye educate like oye illiterate no
half illiterate
omonye omayo manwen so omonti asmas no do be ka bia onti bempa keken wo si awade ye me ba ye me be hu so ba tro say marriage now no enye 50-50 property nye 50-50 so ye ka so bi improve no worth and I said the contribution of the Abasan and the Supreme Court the ruling Abana Odo Broni wait me prove just one document and the was one.
Ellen sent in a one year bianco, our pregam.
Say what you fine. Most of our 50-50 ordinance in 50-50 beam. Send us a Supreme Court, like I say, or Basa who can I say, Opus who claim for your party. You need to prove with documents, say, me buy no contribution will make you a better life. No, Odo Broni, onka, apart from made. Our bayono na say, wabe say, they and I say, you not met it so being as Odo Broni on. Sanko Breno was ye ni made in a, the made in a twaaswa. Nanka Japade nanko bebre nanka asemi ba nko betimi kura check say papa na bunu kwase antima se ba ntua papa ne ka ono na eye yina emfama nanka legal wife betu ama no na de uye yi de unya hwe oba because untimi prove hwe toilet paper kura se ne ho ni ba ka toilet paper
ono no so papa ne sa ko stage o
eno your contribution
no so dey no
prove with documents.
Mama who said the camera now mother to toss no man so no and cranny then mama who said Saturday no no settings
castrated no more the yard.
Sa carve with settings nko they say minim say bempa no say Odo Broni microphone as a week we as my so agitated be as oma heat if you say ma say no ba so oma heat bi menti ase monka calm down na fe asem ba bi afi na ya bi
almost ema kran kwai oni obi enye na koda nti na ebi asem ne ma no na twa case no me say
It doesn't matter.
I feel almost so much nyame.
Almost
I'm saying
after
I'm
almost
going to
say
lawyer penny.
I say no
I'm saying I'm
in
going to
terms as
lawyer
a court
penny.
your best afraba. Akwesi.
Mumu
Say
lawyer
what they make
penny.
a court. What they make a
I'm
court. Now
saying
see
I'm
with
going to lawyer
evidence
penny.
near
I'm saying
ready.
I'm going to lawyer
Who
penny.
evidence near ready. Who evidence near ready. I didn't know was Obabe arrest me. I
They be
feel
so
like
evidence. I'm
evidence
saying
mean
so hardcore.
evidence.
So
Evidence no
hardcore.
mo say oh ho na nsu afa ne ko. Na no nsu be
Why?
choy no.
No dear, Munchan trust. I mean, last one make can say.
Of am for
Some Maggie
tie
knows
ba
a
ku bi tie
one.
ba ku
Maggie
bi.
no wine.
Ye
Me buy
busa
no
ne
better
say
some must will be a record the mouse or Maggie was or the be free that. Why wine? And if
Magino yes no ye ma damfo.
and
Nti ɛna adeɛ ma Magino ebedi ne ho nkɔmɔ enie. Ashamodi ohima Ashamodi dia betu dwom sɛ Daddy Lumba wɔ well. Ɛna yɛn nso yɛkyerɛ no kwan a Daddy Lumba fa so hyia Baba Jamal na associate because asɛm no asɛ ya na yɛ intro light into so but we know kwan a fa so a wo hyia wo mu. Ɛna abotaeɛ ma ne di hyia wo mu. Na Magi ɔno na kɔɔ Ghana ana na saase bi ho asɛm ana sikani bi sisi na gye. Ɛna ɔkɔfa Baba Jamal foi ano no mo kana asɛm. To no mo kana asɛm na ano a omo edi ho dwuma no. Ɛna I think ɔkɔ Ghana so ana ɔte papa nkyɛn no Daddy Lumba ho. Nti omo
I
kɔ
say
ba Daddy
Nempra
that
and I said
time no.
Madame for.
Omo nyina adamfo ne ma mo nyina as a family friend.
Ayo.
Yeah, ma adamfo pa no. Omo nyina a family friend. Nti ɔno no na introduce ɔno na de Baba Jamal for no eba Daddy fee because of say no we and lawyers no. Ɛna saa time mu na we hammer aye Dada KD interview bi no.
Make a epa.
Ti papa ne ye sɛ nko siu omu. O siu hammer Dada KD ene station no. Saa
Pure FM. That is Pure FM.
Yes, to go siu saa 3 adewi. Nti eno na mo de omu konya encounter odi nimu omu. Nti we nimu omu kra for a long period bi. Just saa time kakra na no. Eno odi nimu omu no nimu omu so true saa woman no.
Nti Magini say or recording say ma.
Ena Magino say ye sema ankomo a woni ma edie dodo na ne ade no. Oya na odi akofrida mu platform so a chese utimi furu so nyina de din foforo ebe boni hu din foforo be foro so be kasa echeche se na frida so wo Magino audio sa Magino recorded ma no ne ma edi private nkomo a wa recorded dia bre wo no frida konseni da paafo da mramma ku
you say no frida na say wo Magi okay nice attack boy ho na he Akwasi ade ya ye wo ho before sasemi be kwa we no ho I think say be bua ye nyina we will know a lot of people omom ye genuine and these are some of the things I ekoso no kwasem ne say Magi minyini kura say ye ni kura baby I don't know but you know me but for today maintain the din kura was me muda and man na so be hunu nkrofo a ono mo ebe deal sabi obi anka say obi boss
clearly no. Magi is the reason why and to call in Ekoso. To call Akosu why
how really okay
Freedom patch asem odi mama atem etwitwa nto to no so nyina no
Magi
yes
it's
true it is no Frida na abayi ne tutrofo adi ana meboa na say audio say Frida ebo nyina no ene ho ahwa nyina ya Magi na de koma no that is how we should put it it sister Magi kuro no ya me nsira wai say na de wa be yu hu adi awo
enyame boa ye ma hu no ntem kakra
okay
but hu no ntem a otwe no ho free no because na hard say obeje di say na danfo no yes ade no
oh yes Magi sister Magi that was say we are say
Magi no or Germany at the right time no pictures no be fly on screen so
Magi Germany Akosua Serwaa was a pa say wetimi betray no Judas awo mass life Judas awakoyi mass wa ma that was say na ye minim zenke ye adam for dia na ka there are some enkomabu wo ha I can tell you as a friend but say ne wona wa ko create asem nyina number 1 akofa baba jama nti wona wu fuele say baba jama amonyiro mo ho lo ya benkwa amonyiro mo ho no mo support your prega na me nshira wai na me nshira ya da wa say ukoi uchin na the frida say wo audio no opekura won fa say ma kum nipa ma we don't care they care and say Mama Akosua Serwaa is the legal wife of Daddy Lumba that is sealed. And a legal wife on so the marriage certificate edimu magi krono any motive ntia or the yes Judas any motive ntia the yes name say wetimi akoton wadamfo na okoko Ghana so etoni ni kunu aso ete no and ni fie na wote Daddy Lumba fie e say Akosua Serwaa so etimu ana wote na say we anyi na ye na wo de audio so ba akoma free da fine why are they why I mean shira na asem we twa ekoba ekonna ekoto na so wa betimi ne wadamfo na sa akodi nkomo bi mu a ese wa na wi ase nyankopon ohwe ye nyina why
That's me na say was papa ne ti ase no otuma afo say ma nko ne omu nkokun na wonko gya wade na papa ne be wade akora na wonhwe so wade akora no ma enti
say what adamfo
ono di ka tu ne fo say wonko court anko court na papa ni ho no be ko
wetin pa cho simi why am say obi say o bibi cataract inti simi na fa
no na adwene am ya like
say magi no timi feeder no timi bo ma ayidi a ene ne wo say ma see you know so feeder bo ma what ye nyina ye wa
feeder wo mama recording on the phone so inti dey be obe threatening or threatening na magi na frɛ live no so no aka chance no ambo
obo
Magine ba oba social media no so a odidin fufo na eba but
ya friend Teresa but ya che no ye friend magi ni din no
Pacho similar fa shatawali nua bawai
Akwasi o de opa feeder pa o mebo de o bia o mebo se na se o ka so Yesu ba e recording o mebo me say o bia opa de ma se wa kan bia o mebo ya bre de be no monkai like what is showing you am dey ba
wait me sorry Brakwasi me pa chao I dey be so platform fufuro bi so na enye kromo taneshe ma Serwaa a product no mashama kwaku Kristo but I don't know unse obi o ha wo sha de ma na onimu a onko so ye frɛ page bi nedo omaye no NEDUC by C no sa English C na na sa C no no mo dia enye kura nsem mo kafa ma many product no ho no enye kura wada roma unhu nipa nanimu me person ka mo kɔ sa platform ne so se de be am betinya investigation
madam at this time yenya sa da agini mawubia ye wa hai ye di fufuo ne product na ho nkomo de opɛ sa baby sa akonama e na obekwa koti obi platform say wo ko no akoka che say wonum no onye dai it will work
because now I think say last time
bonefo a sorry say o mu be say
obi akohu sa na ema na ye record but some of us ye record cry you omo direct ye nu omo direct e bi ebetimi ahya ama wo enti na me hu say wo ha no me maba ha na enti say emu nya de na is okay why
just record it
opa record it never send me
because uko so mane nkwasesa hwe uko so kra rather no uko say wadaje ene wey
there is no need say obekoso but say the be ya mo na mo ye mpanyimfo a mo se mo ye investigation ya mo mpese obi better na show bi a product no better say wo benya recording na mo dia ma mpanyimfo no because enye enti na ye mo bi ni ye hu a ye concerned no but ye ba na mo se we need time there is okay
no first send it just send it to me in the inbox right send it to me and I send him first lady ne akimuna
I am thinking now but you sound very rude to her.
Yes, you sound very rude.
Lady rude, they say.
Yeah,
As
movie
I say, no,
say
sound and not a new.
because of say yeah,
Oh, I don't
so
know what's
life
in him.
you
Ono ne
don't
bi a
know
No,
wa
no, no.
taking it
that
wrong
Shata,
na wa ma na
yeah,
Benkasa,
nie.
yeah, fight to
Benkasa.
cry, yeah, yeah, fight to
Ono
it.
ne
The
bi a
win
wa taking it
Oh,
wrong
and
na
to
lady wa ma
fight
na
to
nie
it.
wu.
So
Because
me
lady
one
asema
say
mi kai say,
last
oh,
time,
e
no,
ko
last
Shata.
platform
time.
so na say
This
ade
is
ne
what
yakasa
Chatter,
we
but
ukoshia
that's
no a
Shata.
the
no, this
record.
is
bit.
what we and
Tono.
others said
Ukoshia
say
no a
oh corner
record.
to who or record it,
Saa
but
na
me
yaka.
how can
Enti
I get
ukoshia no a
contact?
record ya no asend
Madam
dia
send the
mai.
amount. Madam send the amount.
Chatter,
Shata.
but
Madam,
Not
Biano
that
madam, me
you
Dino,
know.
no.
pacho,
Chatter,
No,
will
emefa
and
we
the
never.
hu,
vice president,
emefa
I'll
we
bet me
hu, madam, me
investigation.
pacho,
Chatter,
It's
will
madam,
okay.
never.
It's okay.
madam, me
It's
pacho,
okay.
Wait.
emefa we hu,
It's
Chatter,
okay,
will
enkasa me
baby.
hu,
never.
It's
enkasa me
okay.
sa, me
Tie
pacho, the lady me srawo, bien kateno, emane me fa hu
me.
so,
Chatter, will
enkasa me sa,
never.
me
Record the
mpesa ade
nebra, me
no,
DM,
yes.
my number, never send me. Why?
Shata.
Obe jiji ye
Pacho.
number wi a
Send
wi a na
I
mabecha
know
nto ato ye
inbox
so
why.
bi na no obi kotwa to me so obi aye din wo ho. Obe jiji ye number wi a na ma create nsam de to ye so.
Aki, one can trotro, so one can pacro, canipan hole, tram trotro, so canipan bonidi,
Enipa bebrebe wo ho ye
Minisim,
ye program ba ma be
Bonipani,
ye de yenko ye de ye
there be
ko ne
there be
nkrofo bi akwase bi tini fie obi tini fie onimu bi a na oka fon kire no na ye de opɛ kire no.
Aki.
Akwasi
Aki
Juma na
Misha,
nanti bisa no
ode
sika no
fesi
wasɛm
hona.
ayi.
Mene Juma na wa asɛm bi a mene ne
Yes,
meka.
yes, yes.
Aga, me pa cho, ubetima wo meti wo ho.
Jumana Pesoka baby.
Aga mpa cho meti wo
Yeah,
ho.
kasi.
Me pa cho ubetima start ya me.
Oh, kasi. Ma yeah, you be ma kwat yeah tight bi kakra bi o na.
Eh, be a doggy, be a asset way.
There be
Maybe
very critical. Ode set tone ma me na me to aso.
oh, kasi me wa juma mo
He
ti
is
a so
under prayers.
once na me meet me ho me wa juma ti na ma cause me nya sa me ho be chere me sisi here.
Okay, then
What
that's how we do it.
yeah.
You don't have any questions?
Jumana, my first question is, can you give us a brief history about how this Entomaho issue came about and who founded the production? Send a Bruhaha and the Bruhaha going on, or the my history about how Entomane buy and any power found a production. Na yen say yisika buma team legal one for yen ye sika and I say sika no nene free him patch on the first question.
I'll be able
I'm
to give one quick
I think
5
say
minutes.
too much. Oh, only bibi.
No. I'll give a very brief one. Okay, let me make something clear. So there is Rick. Is it Richie Max? There's the guy that was an Emma platform, and now she knows someone creative arts, and on that lady is very, very much of Marcus Serwaa fan, very big supporter of Marcus Serwaa. So what happened is she did design and gifted it to Marcus Serwaa. Okay, so she did the initial design, and we in MS platform we approved the design that she bought, but she did the design as a gift to Mami Akosua Serwaa. Let's just get that one clarified. So there was more than one actually with different names, and we kind of like suggested names, and then I think you guys are aware when Shataba had just shown part of the design, the initial design, and there was this big argument between Asante Queen and Obatiwa, and things were said. So the family went back and got their own designer, their own design. When I said the family, I want to be clear. Mami Akosua Serwaa people went back and got their own designer, consulting the family, and because they didn't want any legality, any issues, and redesigned it from scratch, which caused significant delay. So the cloth that you see now, it is not the cloth that was, you can't even link it back to creative arts anymore. So the cloth is independently designed by the family themselves, okay? By an individual within the family themselves, independently designed the cloth with no link to Team Legal Wives or anyone else. Then the only link that we came in is once the cloth was done and it was ready, well, had gone to production. Essentially, there was so basically, when I went to Germany for the what do you call it, for the like demonstration, I know that someone, I'm not going to mention their names, but had a live, and Emma and I were on it, and they wanted to unveil the cloth, for example, and I remember saying to Emma, no, we don't want any issues. Wait, we'll go and we'll do a proper launch, and everybody will be involved. All the frontliners will be involved. And Emma listened, and she did not unveil it. So that brief discussion was had. Then later on, there was a whole discussion, and I want to be frank, and I'm going by the facts that I know on my phone, and the facts that I know is that Asantwa and Kweku must have spoken at some point, which I wasn't around. So Kweku Crystal came with a whole structure of how we're going to do the launch online. What time it was, it would be 3 hours each launch, this, and he will lead the launch. Now, upon bringing the brief of how the launch will, the structure, the others was like, we want to get involved. We want to also have it on our platform, launch on our platform, do this to support the family. So the only involvement, I want to be clear, was to do launch on their platform too. So Coco Crystal and I came up with a structure of who does which one. So I want to be clear, the first one who came with the structure was Coco Crystal. Then when other people wanted to get involved in it, Coco Crystal gave it to me to essentially add the other people. So it would be 3 hour slots each. And, that was the only involvement. The design of the cloth, the cutting of the cloth, the money to cut the cloth all came from the family. Now, because of the injunction, I want to make it very clear. Well, not the proposed injunction. To minimize your risk, right? They got the bank to endorse the cloth. Essentially, the bank will be the one who will put out, do certain things. I don't want to go into too much detail. But what I want to say is the money and everything came from the family themselves. I also want to be very clear to say, when we're doing the launch, it was always pre-sale, and Coco Crystal will explain to you, it was pre-sale. Like you buy the cloth, but you buy the cloth in order to support the family for the preparation for the celebration of life, because you're going to get the first cut of the cloth, you will pay more than the usual price. So they did pre-sales, but at auction prices. That was it. That was the foundation, the background of the cloth. But what I want to add is before the family decided to not use, there were proposals from Team Legal Wives to either take ownership of the cloth or to go into an agreement with the family for 50-50 net profits. Upon deliberation and considering the offers, the family turned each and every one of them down and decided to go alone. Oh, speak tree because you can speak it well. Minim saba and flow, me country na and flow. No, people will come and say, "Well, no crampom and tell until I make a bro for no language."
Go ahead. No, nobody can show you what to say and what.
So that I hope that makes sense. That is the underlining thing is that the family they chose to go alone and do it by themselves, but they accepted the support of the launch, the pre-sale, the advertising. They accepted that, but in terms of the money to go and cut the cloth, that all came from them.
Okay, Jumana, you have been accused of evading accountability regarding the cloth.
Cloth for me account it was on the 29th of May. Every day, I'm in my account. On say before you guys heard on NDK said I was asked to go to the person who had gone to North Carnation to take 40 pieces and bring it and make sure that it was returned. If you remember. So every morning, right, there were accounts been done. Everyone assumes that me share so me pacho. Lady now share North Carnation crampon no so will access to the accounts. And now family no so one call for more backdoor more accounts. So I think people don't realize Akosua Serwaa is a businesswoman by nature. You see her, she's grieving now as a what do you call it? A kunani. But she's not I don't want to go too much. She's not what you may think, that she doesn't know how to manage. She manages. She has 2-3 people in the back door that they are questioning where this one went, who has what. You can't give something out like without requesting permission from the back door people. So when in the morning, Crampon, the reason why they found out say something in North, because I'm not in North Carnation, I was not the one looking after North Carnation. It was a lady in the Mrs. Club that was looking after the North Carnation. I don't want to bring her name out before someone starts abusing her. But when she made accounts and said somebody had taken 40 pieces, that is why they came back and said that has not been authorized by backdoor. It was a very big system. So who allowed that to happen? And then I was asked, go and get the person to return that 40 pieces. So I want to be very clear that I never received a penny in cash. I was very clear from the outset. I do not want to handle money because I'm regulated. So I cannot be playing with money just in case something happens and then someone says I've taken any money. So I don't want a penny. I don't want anything to do with this money. Plus, everybody knows I'm UK. I don't have an account in Ghana. I don't have Momo account. There is no way that I would be able to even take money in Ghana by way of cash, by way of transfer, because I don't have a bank account in Ghana. When I needed money to be given to the family at the time, I may transfer pounds and nash me. Say me do what I know the amount for be within the person of the man in the family. And see, when they say accounts for what? I was an auditor. Do you understand? That was my role. My role was auditor. I audit and I hand the outcome of the audit to the family. And sometimes the family, when they're having issues. So for the person who was responsible for going to people to say bring the money is Asantewaa. When Asantewaa is having issues, I would be asked, can you go and support her with it? But I was never part of taking money into my possession. I only came into the issues around after the auction. I came into the transfer of the money, and this is all proven by records, okay? Because the family approached Nashmin directly to transfer the money into the original account. That's what happened. And Nashmin is the one who contacted me to say she needs, she's not comfortable transferring the money to the account that's been given to her by the family because she doesn't know whose account details that is. And at that time, me supporting no say, ma brimpamamba, non-co bank ho non can't say ampa e wo on ne Akosua Serwaa dimo and sana on no transfer. And to ma brimpama do Ghana na. Or can say I only who be an account no set up for her and I on or the diano. At that time I catch her and say, and yes, on transfer. So what the funny story about on transfer to the account no more than man no. Account I've gone back and done let me make something categorically very clear, okay? I do not say things unless I am 100% sure I have the evidence to back it. So that is the reason why I offer anyone to take action. There are things that I have suspicion, but I cannot say because I don't categorically have the evidence. But what I will say to you is categorically no. The account detail was provided to her. She had concerns. She approached me to support her with those concerns. I supported Nashmi in not initially transferring the money. Spoke to the person who asked her to transfer the money, explained why, even called Marvin Pama to explain why she has to come. Then, once Marvin Pama had confirmed, say, and a signatory to the account, her and Mam, Akosua Serwaa. It was at that point that I said, it made no sense for the frontliners to store the money and they should release it to the family as agreed, because the agreement was never that you keep it and you're the one who decide what happens. That is what happened. So at that point, even when that Malpropama confirmed, they were then putting an argument forward, say, what if they provide the money to Malpropama and then Malpropama does not bring the cloth, or the family does not bring the cloth out? At that time, the final minutes, and I mean, I said, okay, Sabadia, Sama Brimpama, and Paklof and Ambabontia. Man, a guarantor, Samotiasia.
So in effect, you decided to take any damages that comes off if they don't render accounts or something goes amiss.
Yeah, if they don't render the cloth, right, and people don't get their cloth. Well, remember this: the contract is that the customers paid you money so you can give them cloth. So if they don't get the customer cloth, and there's any legal liability that arises from those few days now, so kind of buy national account now, if they don't, then Minna may liable to pay the people their refund if Brimpama cannot do the refund. If you look at it, it's called guarantor. When you go if you live abroad and you go and you go and rent a property, and you sign the agreement between you and the landlord, and the landlord will say, oh, I'm still not comfortable, I need someone to be a guarantor. So what I gave, I was a guarantor to the family, so that to allow them to release the money that it was never supposed to be in Nashmin's account to begin with. It was supposed to automatically go into the account. So all I did was say, okay, this amount of money now I transfer, every single person that bought it, if Brimpama does not give them the cloth, and it becomes an issue, Brimpama cannot refund, I will refund that person with my own money. That was the agreement that I gave to her. Me the man knows to know. Me were UK. Me need land all transfer no oil. I'm not in the Ghana. So the money cannot be going in my hands. Everybody has to understand how implausible, how like me to UK. And I'll go for friend. Me say me and solve issue. And see, I just send it by email, and I email saying, yeah, this should help resolve the issue. Go, my Brimpama is in the same area as you. Go and meet her, sign it, talk to her, you sign it, and then at least you have this confirmation. She didn't even go meet my Brimpama to sign it. She just got the agreement, and she transferred the money to to my Brimpama. After she went to the bank, all the things that's supposed to happen, they happened. My Brimpama was in the bank with Papa She, and then they transferred it to them. She called and said, I have received it. And then Nashmin gave the receipt. Now I'm supposed to know. She gave the copy to me and a copy to Kweku Christo, and then she went on conference and she told everybody, I have transferred this amount. Ma Brimpama has confirmed to all the frontliners on the WhatsApp group. So me, I mean, Ghana to even take any money or anything. I mean, I was in the UK. So when they asked for accountability, that accountability they were asking for, they received it. Even before on the 18th of March. And now, Nashmi bar online catching a says, can now and she gave me and Kweku Christo, because remember at the time, she was very close to me and Kweku Christo. And we were the one that were helping her navigate this. So she gave it to me and Kweku Christo because she trusted us to have a copy, because it has a bank information and stuff on it. And no call on phone, no catch almost say, like, yam back, or send them a Ma Brimpama has confirmed when you say Annie. That is how the story worked. And then,
okay, continue.
And then from then onwards, the cloth was sold directly with U-Track Savings and Bank, which is the original number. Initially, everybody should now start using that one again, because Nashmin does not want to is not using her Momo account anymore. That is what happened. That categorically what happened. That is why even back door we are all shocked, because it's like, whoa. And if they want accountability beyond that has been given to them.
Jemana, sorry. Because see, wait till my drop, I'll pick it natural, like, I'll be back, okay?
But I have to go soon because it's more a months. Mom, just a quick question.
Oh, okay.
In effect, you never, like, at any point got hold of any money in cash or maybe accounts transferred, money transferred to your account to be transferred to the family. In all these instances, nothing of that sort occurred.
Categorically, no. As confirmed by the family, I have never ever stood as me inside anything to take money to give it to them. Never.
And you have duly rendered account to the family of which they have like acknowledged or render accounts.
As confirmed by them, I posted it maybe a bit one day earlier than what I was supposed to. I was told it was approved and I posted it. But what I was as confirmed by the press release. They do not have any. There's nothing outstanding when it comes to me. When you say rendered accounts insofar as whatever cloth now, my show a database more, my catch almost say yes, all of that has been done. All of that insofar as this, every single thing that, so for example, everything that needs to be done, especially to know, you have to ask a question: how did the family know who owns what? How did they know there were discrepancies? Because somebody has done full accounts for them and said, these are your issues, and this is what you need to go and resolve.
So to get this point clear, those asking for accountability, you are I'm getting an impression of what you are saying, that they do not have the capacity to even ask you for accountability because you have rendered accountability to the family, right?
First of all, they have no capacity to ask me because they're not my clients. They haven't asked me to do anything on their behalf. Okay, I haven't taken anything from them for them to ask me for accountability towards them. If they believe that they use their platform to help the family and therefore they want information from the family, then they need to go to the family directly. Insofar as the people I volunteer to help, which is the family, I have provided them with all the information they need. And that is what I'm saying. You cannot ask me for something when you don't have standing. They don't have standing to even ask me. But the people who I volunteer to help, I have not given them any reasons for them to want anything else from me other than what I have given them. And they are very happy and content. And what I would say to everybody else is, sometimes use critical thinking. Say, Obi, any na pakron say, one normal person moving forward. Na den na Obi for Jan Chenka say, one na 1 year. I'm just asking a question. So Obi any wo ya dear. Na only wo ya dear ni wie no wo na wo say a person ye A B and C man from now on. Eye dien and na wo gina chire no ebetimi ka say we na onye enti me pe we asem ni nte say me pa show and then
I get what you are trying to say, because if you are not let's say you are not you don't have any interest, you don't have the capacity, you don't have any interest in it, then you don't have the capacity.
You don't have the capacity. I don't owe you nothing. I haven't touched anything.
And suffice it to say the family that are beneficiaries of this whole thing has not raised any question about accountability. It makes nonsense of anybody questioning this thing at this point.
Me. What they need to do is focus on them, because listen, some of them are speaking loud, but they are the one who the family, the owners of this thing, have asked for accountability from. But it is me yambusam me dear yambusam I'm bisashim free myself. Almost say I'm happy. I'm very satisfied. Me I am busami the owner am busami for anything Mena more bonting cause more accountability. It makes no sense.
The family are favoring you because you are wire and it's not like that. They know perfectly well it's not like that.
Busiane kaba me were me pamacho. If Busiane was to cover me, they will cover them too. There's a reason why they asking for accountability from them. Listen, let them bring out me personally no home because I can't. But me personally, I can bring messages and send it to me. Say, Minko can't be more because family no chase you more for accountability. Me the send you. I won't send it BB
right?
Yeah, I promise. I
to expose them.
Sending messages say. Meaning when Casa because family no chase you for way anyway. Me I want messages and bra. Me my ring my message must say family no say me way back. But me the media na bremo I say even today even more as recent as 20th of May. Crampo family no chase you for accountability. I send the message na bremo say I didn't family booster for accountability. Now would the what 10 year around about bonting ebe kase me mama accountability. Now one year accountability be year.
Me pacho Joe. Yes, I can say me can be big.
Me pacho yambo me pacho me make something that yambo.
Me pacho dey tie me. Say family ni catch us ma boka. And ya twa esi kan kase aboka. No obi se beka beka accountability wan some trainer. Omo frɛ Gomez na Gomez my accountability because Gomez in the sika no do na call no ntoma no do call no juma na no obi any accountability. Anybody who asks you to come account for accountability, tell them to ask Gomez to come and make accountability first before you. That's my word.
Yeah, baby, that's it. Annie, we some say was the money transferred to another account apart from the initial account? Me part show debut. No. So initial account na tikane shame. Family not confirm. Now even if they transfer to another account now, it cannot be from me because I'm not signatory to that account. The only two people that can move money from the account that's you family account, are the two people, which is Marcus Serwaa and see why ask me about somebody's financial status and financial affairs. I cannot tell you, say they moved, this person did not move. It's not for me to discuss. But the people, all I know, say the money went into account and it was used for the intended purpose. That is what I was told. I'm not the kind of person. I do not have any standing to ask the family to account for their financial things to me. That is disrespectful.
No, Jumana, it's good you have explained this part because that's what they've been saying, that after the money was given to the other account, it was transferred and you did that. So it's good and me asked and you have explained. Yeah.
No, I don't have access to the account. As the family had written, I don't have access to those banks. I cannot transfer anything.
Yes.
Yeah. Jumana, please, can I ask something? Me pachon pesa me kanichi, why? Dear, first of all, no, me pesa me dawase personally for the way you have selflessly followed, supports, and championed and protected Mama. Don't forget, your position has become very crucial. It's, this is an ancient war tactic, sir. So I hope and I believe in your resiliency, so you keep on doing what you're doing. I'm very, very happy, sir. The family trusted somebody like you. So that is what I want to give it to you. Don't forget, there is a big massa behind you because you are doing a good cause. You are supporting Mama selflessly because I know a bit details about what you are doing for Mama. And the cost and how you yourself seek akodim. It's Mr. Pawate. Very good, sir. And waiting me back for the general education public, I bet you. I understood it from the beginning, exactly like you have explained it. It's it's very good, sir, for other people. I bet you. But Jumana, the person with Busa say,
yes,
and Mr. say, Sammy, my kakra. Thank you, dear. The person me busa say, opposition now in Mama's company, no. Were you asked or you just volunteered yourself?
I think the
No, don't worry. I will answer.
Because I think
it's very important that people understand this, right?
Mm.
I see Mom, I see her